To each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, and to the rest of the world, friends all. Today, I sit down here not only to speak to the people in Guyana, but the entire universe that is suffering. But before I continue, I would like you and your friends and family to subscribe to my channel and press the bell so every time I put out one, you will get the news. Let me start it. As I can recall, a little boy born in British Guyana, living in Guyana and traveling the entire universe so far, 87 countries, an island as a seaman. I was very curious to know about people. The only difference I have seen around the world is languages, culture. When I see a man, I see myself. When I see a woman, I see my grandparents, my grandmother, my mother, my ex-wife, my sister, my daughter. And therefore, I want people to know the only difference of human being is the wrong culture and teaching. If you are black, it does not mean that you are better than the man who is a white or Chinese or an Indian. And if you are mixed, you're still not better, for God have made us that way. Like He make the fruits. Some have mangoes, some like pineapple, some like watermelon, papaya, etc., etc. But yet for all, each one of the fruit have its own ingredients and its reason, same as every human being, regardless what part of the world you are from. We learn a lot of things in our school growing up. And I growing up hearing these words over and over in Guyana. And that is why I begged God at a young age to give me the break so I could have traveled the world to see if all over was the same like Guyana. Under the British colonial master, we were getting a better education and medical facilities. We were having a nation run together with equality and justice. There was no way you could have bribed the policeman who was trained by the British. And in the countries that run by other European nations, it was so be it. But the day we say white man go home and drive them out of India, as Bakra go home, today India was divided because of religion. When you all are the same people, then 1976, Bangladesh claimed independence from Pakistan, and others follow. We have seen China, 100 days to Peking. China get back China. Hong Kong was the last to give up at the year 2000. Africa was also the same cry. White man go home. There were bloodshed and killing and wrongful teaching by the people who want to oppress us and who are oppressing us right now. If you are in India, you must not vote because you're a Hindu to support a Hindu man to be your leader, or a Muslim because he is a Muslim or she is a Hindu or a Muslim to vote to represent you. For religion is only the teaching of God and principle of living. Whether you are a Hindu, or you are a Muslim, or you are a Christian, or you are anything else, you are man, the creation of Almighty Allah, Bhagwan or God. What is the difference? You walk on two legs, two arms. You act actually the same way. We are only divided by languages and culture, my friends. Today, the world may have 8 billion and change of people. It is time for we to stop using words like white man rob us. White man take the resources out of every foreign country and bring it into Europe and elsewhere. We have to get off of this BS and get to reality. When the European enter India, an old man could marry a young girl in January, and if he died February or March, they got to burn him, they got to burn her account information. It's alleged. There was exploitation in every cycle of India because of the darker skinned Indian. The hierarchies was the light skinned one who think they were better. The educated, they were better. The rich was better. But when you all depart from this world, we all stink, or they burn you and throw the dust into the Ganges River, the most polluted river in the entire universe. In Africa, similar tribal warfare, this tribe killing this tribe. Raping and killing was the art of the day. When the European entered the shore of Africa, it was stability, law, and order. Yes, you have killed a few, they kill back to show you with the gunpowder from China. Today, you are doctors and lawyers, scientists, you are pilots, and I'm going to keep repeating this until you get sense. You have hospital to help you, not no bush doctor, voodoo man, Arabia man, or far-seeing man. You have people to help you in every cycle. You have good road to drive on. Not like in Africa today, many streets are not even paved with the tar road, but dust. Trucks are fastening in the countryside. I ask you, my black brothers and Indians, to be united and stop this nonsense. Your enemy is your own. Those who you elect into power is your enemy. They make laws to protect themselves and hire your husband, brother, nephew, and some of you to kill for them. They annihilate their best friends, blow up the plane to kill each other because of power. I call upon you all to stop it. In the Caribbean, the same. The late Walter Rodney, the black son of Guyana, was deported out of Jamaica because of his way of speaking. My friends, and there are many great black historians. You all are great preachers and singers and dancers and musicians making millions and billions. But yet, you are destructive to your own nation and yourself. Now in Guyana, where I was born, the two diseases, Cheddi Jagan and Burnham. Yesterday was the 23rd of February. They were celebrating his birthday. I think that was the day he born, so he take that day and call it emancipation. They call it Day of Republic. It was a birthday of a devil. I ask all Guyanese not to honor that day. You cannot be independent or republic in a country do not belong to you when you are denying your birthrights and talk about emancipation and day of arrival. You may not like what I'm telling you. If you are a Hindu and Krishna was there, y'all would have to go to war because Indians believe in fighting for wealth, land, and things that don't belong to you. That is what causes separation of Pakistan and India, religion, and fighting each other for nothing. And the Mahabharat war, you Hindus must know clearly, it was a family versus family for wealth. So you Indian, anywhere you go, that is it, but you have the decent one. An Indian family said to me, George, why are you talking so bad about Indian? Well, if I came from the shit and it is smelling, I must not talk about the way how it is smelling. I know that I have perfume and other disinfectant to use, ladies and gentlemen, but I have many race in me. I never heard a black person in Guyana, no parts of Mr. Karaya, why are you talking so about the black people? You know what they say? Man, you're right. We betray ourselves. We were fooled. In Guyana, the black race will take the street within a jiffy for the benefit of the nation, while you Indian would hide in the background like Judas, because y'all don't want to be seen by the hypocrites. I blame the pandits, the imam, and the priests. For the Bible stated many things, but that is not how it's supposed to be. They say, Jesus says, if a man slap you on the left or on the right, no, slap his ass back on the left. Because the same Jesus come back with a following one, do unto others as you would like them do unto him. They kill yours, kill them on too. This is it. For God will judge us. But don't kill an innocent person or imprison an innocent person like Ramjatan and Nagamutu, who have their hands in my son affair. Y'all could do you like Ramjatan? Your sons are enjoying themselves. And your sister in Queens and the family are living nice. And in Ohio, Mr. Nagamutu, your daughter have a beautiful home. I just want you to know how far we can go if we get down to brass tacks, but we are not into that category. These hands will not take your sweat nor blood. God shall and will destroy you hypocrites. But don't worry, what goes up must come down, and what goes around must come around. Let it be known to all of you, America gets what America wants. We are the servant of this country. They fought for democracy and human rights. They were the only country in modern history said, bring your poor and whatever, and came through Ellis Island. Not only was slaves being brought here, but with the Liberty Statue that was given as a present from France, this country, America, must not be forgotten for the humanitarian way of the beginning of America. They fought the British and the French for the independence. They went to civil war also. Think of it. Blacks suffer, yes. The Indians was annihilated actually. But in Guyana, we take the Amerindian land and we put it for miners, and we call ourselves a Muslim, Ali. Give up the Holy Quran, my friend. Please give it up. For God is watching you and your family. Give it up. Well, as for Bharat, I don't think he have a religion, and if he do, he got 200 gods. He don't know which one is the right one. But it's not his fault. We all grew up from tradition, and I go quote it. When our ancestors leave Indian, they came to the shore of Guyana. They did not know much, so they bring the culture and bring all the gods with them. Even though they are robbing their mothers and father, brothers and sisters, and lie and still go to the Kalimai church to hurt Indrani, Kalauti, Budu, and Prasad. All because of jealousy. All because of paisa. Your people are not shame. Y'all in learn nothing. And you, the Muslim, you talk so much about the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him. But if a spider could save his life, I wonder if Angel Gabriel will be there for y'all, Ali. Who will save y'all for deceiving the nation, lying, denying other young political groups to come up? When my son arrived in Guyana in 2010 or 2011, he launched his political party with the FSG, and Dr. Suraj Bali and Budu, two Hindus, tell him with Mr. Vincent Alexander and others, and one man by the name, I don't even care, Mr. McDoom, he says he's not a part of it. He's an independent. And tell my son to pick a side. Well, which one of you are God and which one of you are Lucifer the devil? Because if we have to pick a side, we have problem. What is democracy, Bharat? The advisor to Mr. Ali. And believe it, we know about your bodyguard from Pleasance or Buxton who have a son and a daughter in Canada. We got a file of everybody. I just want y'all to know. But you know why? Listen to the word. America gets what America wants. The removal of the PPP under Mr. Ramatar was because of Priya Manichan, who used the word to the outgoing ambassador. She was right, but she chose the wrong occasion. The moving of APNU after Jimmy Carter arrived and put you in power, it was because you take a criminal and call him a hero. Because a man are trying to blow up the airport in America. Imagine we call bin Laden and Hitler God. How y'all would feel. The Jewish community will come down on us. And America should come down on us too. You fanatics. It's time that anybody with an idea from woman to man must run for election in Guyana. We have given the PPP 30-something thousand votes. We have it on documents. Our members went to the poll. But we are vindictive. We are giving the raw deal from Hindus. A man named Mohan Lal. He buy a egress and egress dam. That time is coming. Where the NDC would have to answer. We were paying tax for 30-something years. Where is our levies? We must go there with a helicopter or a plane. Bharat, answer me. And you, in the PNC, who you call APNU, you hypocrites. For the days are coming that all you rob and thief will be of no use to none of you. I predict that Guyana shall and will have a revolution due to what y'all are going on with, hurting the indigenous people, taking their land away without giving them the rights and permission to their country. May Allah have mercy upon y'all and Bhagwan and God. I leave it in the midst of time, for every wicked shall answer. Have a good day. And I am your host, George Correa. Like it, love it. I will always be the voice. Good night, and may God be with all of you. And good luck to the decent Indian and the African descendant. Peace and goodness shall fall at your door. Amen.